Hello, and welcome to the show. Welcome to The Creative Kind. This is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I am very happy you're here. This week, I'm doing what I can. I am in my car because I don't have studio space this week, so I'm in my car with raindrops plopping down. That's the sound that you're hearing. I want to talk to you specialists today. Yesterday, I talked about generalists and the fact that they sometimes get bummed that they haven't found the one thing they're great at. And I sort of talked about what you need to do to come to a sense of peace about the fact that you're proficient at a lot of things, but maybe not amazing at any one thing. And here today, I want to talk about specialists. You who are amazing at the thing you're amazing at. You might sometimes get frustrated that you're great at what you're great at, but you don't have time or patience or even abilities in a lot of the things you might want to be able to be proficient at. And that can get really frustrating too, right? There are two sides to that coin. If you're a generalist, you can be amazing at a lot of different things, but not genius at any. And a specialist, you might find yourself being a complete genius at something, and you find that thing you're great at, but then when it comes to, balancing your checkbook, you might be rubbish at it, and it can be super frustrating, and I completely understand. So what do we do? What do we do when you're a specialist and you don't have that well-rounded knowledge base? I guess that's the best way to put it, or that well-rounded skill set. I think you have to do a couple of things. First of all, be great at what you're great at. Don't try to be good at everything. Be great at what you're great at. If you have the one thing, if you're a genius at something, you double down, triple down on that genius thing. You make it the most amazing thing it can be. However, you need to get with people who are good at some of those other things that you need to be good at so that they can either support you or provide help. How do you do that? One of the things is, it takes one. I'm very lucky. I have two people in my life who I can count on no matter what, my best friend and my husband, who remind me to take care of myself, because that's what I don't do well, right? I will drive myself into the ground. I will work myself till I drop of exhaustion. And they are both there to go, Isolde, you're not allowed to do that, because if you do that, eventually you'll be no good to anybody. So that's what I'm here to tell you about. If you are a genius at something, if you are a specialist at it, if you are incredible at painting, marketing, running, I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're amazing at it, be amazing. Be the best you possibly can be. However, find the people who can help you. And also, there are places like this podcast where there's kind of an understanding ear, because I completely understand we're all in this together and nobody here gets out alive. So we need to have greater understanding for each other about what it is that we can do. And one of the best things that you can do as a specialist is journal. Write things down that you want to become more proficient at. And they can be skill sets, they can be processes, whatever it is. And then once you've done that, in a journal, write down, I would like to be able to balance my checkbook. Then, for that, write down the people you know who look like they know how to balance their checkbooks. And that might even be hard for you. If you're really a niche person, it might be hard for you to go, who in my life do I know who can do that? Write them down and ask them for help. And if they can't help you, ask them for a referral. And that's one of the most amazing things you can do. And I'm going to do an entire episode about that tomorrow, about referrals. Find out who can help you with the things that you need to know in order to live as well-rounded a life as you possibly can as a specialist, and get them to help you do that. If you're the kind of person who you will start writing and then 12 hours pass and you haven't done the dishes and you haven't fed yourself and you're still in your pajamas, you might need a person in your life who goes, okay, enough of that. Let's get you fed and go take a shower, right? So if you need those people in your life, ask them to help you. Don't be too proud to ask for help. I've been too proud to ask for help and made myself sick over it. So don't. Ask for help. Get the help you need. And eke out those skill sets by watching what they do. You don't have to be amazing at balancing your checkbook if you're also an expert, an amazing painter or artist or runner or whatever. You don't have to be an expert checkbook balancer, but you do need to still live in this world, and that means you need to find the resources to help you get where you're trying to go. And that's always about the people in your life, podcasts, books, anything where you can start eking out that information. There's a For Dummies book for everything. Get it out of the library and start making your way through it. It can be a painstaking process, but the things you need to know to do, paying your bills, for example, you need to know how to do them. So make that happen. Having said that, if you have trouble paying your bills, sit down with a good friend who can help you automate them. That's what I did. I went through and I automated all of my bill paying so that all I have to do now every month, instead of writing out checks, which makes me crazy, I take a look and make sure all the bills got paid, that none of them were egregious, and I'm good to go. And it took a good few hours to set up, but now it's years now, and I don't have to worry about it. And that's one of the best things you can do for yourself as a specialist, is try not to become great at paying your bills, but definitely still pay them on time and automate what you can so that you are not responsible for making yourself crazy to get it done every month, because someone who's a specialist will have trouble with that. And you want to make it as easy on yourself as possible to live your bliss and to live your specialty. Until tomorrow, I send you all my love.